What's up, everybody? It's your girl on this Tuesday with y'all, dropping another trending headline. But also, I got my girl Alicia Austin in the building with us, dropping new arrivals to DamselINAllure. So, fashion is what you buy, but style is what you do with it. What's going on, Alicia?
Hey, oh my goodness. I'm just a tiny bit nervous, but I'm ready to talk to the people.
Oh my gosh, you better get them nerves about your system because at every level, there's a different devil. God is blessing you, so he called you for it. Because not only are we going to talk about the baby and Danny Lee, but we definitely want to promote more about the DamselINAllure clothing brand. So first off, who is Alicia?
Okay, I am a single mother of two boys. I have a 7-year-old, actually a 6-year-old, and a 9-year-old, and they're both born on the same day. And I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur since the third grade. I've always wanted to be my own boss and make my own decisions and make my own money. And I can't even make that up. And I just left a job. I was on my job for 14 and a half years.
Okay.
And I experienced some Black woman workplace stuff.
Okay.
And it just hit me that I don't have to actually take this, and I could be my own boss. And I decided to open my own boutique. I sell plus size clothing exclusively, plus size BBWs, SSBBW. I only sell to plus size women because, as you can see, I am a plus size woman and I love clothing. I absolutely, I love clothing, purses, shoes, handbags, jewelry.
All women do. We all love it. But I cannot get upset, that you made your brand only for BBW. But once again, to a lot of people, BBW considered to them as big, beautiful women. But on your case, it is for Black beautiful women. Because once again, you're and once again, it's one more for the ladies because we are out here on this paper chase. We are hungry. We're not letting nothing stop us, especially with being full-time single mothers. But we're not just gonna skip over like you didn't say you was no entrepreneur in the third grade. Well, what is it that what was you possibly profiting in third grade making an incentive on?
Let me tell you, I never liked to not have. Okay. And I didn't come from means. So if I wanted it, I had to go and get it. So I started off taking my mother's Kool-Aid and her sugar and putting it in Ziploc bags and bagging it like I was on New Jack City, okay? And I was shaking it and bagging it. I would bag it up before school. I would put it in my book bag, and before school, I would be sold out, okay? And I would do that every morning. And then when I would make that money, I would go and cop back at the corner store, and I get my chips and juices and chews and fruities, and I was just distributing work at school.
I heard that.
I would take that money and I would go to the beauty supply store and I would buy lip gloss. And when I was in now we elevate to like 4th grade, 5th grade, they had these necklaces that were pins, and they had characters on it like Donald Duck and Tweety and Mickey Mouse, and they were $1. So I would get like 10 of those, and I come back to the school and sell that. And then my dad, he would bring home copying paper.
Okay.
I'm like, I could sell that. I was selling sheets of paper. I'm selling sheets of paper. I got whatever color you need. Who want a blue? I got a blue. All right, come on. You don't got no money. You better have no money tomorrow.
All right.
Look at all the kids selling. They eating sunflower seeds in here. I'm gonna take this paper. I'm gonna make a box out of it, and I'm gonna sell the boxes. So I've been.
Girl, you a hustler.
I want the money. I want the bread, and I don't want nobody telling me, "Oh, you can't go here. Oh, you gotta wait. You don't got no. I got my money. We can go."
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, that is a great story, and I'm glad that you was able to share that. So, just in case, parents, if you are listening, when your children go to get your sugar and they get in the Ziploc bags, let them go ahead and profit, because sooner or later they will turn out to be their own bosses, their own
It's
business
true.
owners and entrepreneurs. You never supposed to shy kids away from their dreams. So
I
that's
agree.
kind of funny that you stated that you've been all about money since third grade. But what is it so much about the money that you value?
The freedom. The
Absolutely.
freedom of being able to go and do what I want when I want. But I guess because once I became a mother, well, by me being a plus size woman, when I made it to high school, fashion was important, to say the
Okay.
least. And I was always plus size, but there wasn't much available when you had FUBU and Tommy Hilfiger and all of those different designers.
Oh
They
my
didn't
God.
make clothing in my size.
Mhm.
It just
And
didn't
I know
come in
what you
my
mean.
size. Even if
Yeah.
I could afford it, they just didn't have it in my size. So I would be on a hunt to find something that was just at least cute and in my
Hmm.
age range that didn't make me
Hmm.
look like an older woman
Too
and I'm
broad.
only
Yeah.
15
Yeah.
to wear to school. So I guess
Hmm.
that fueled my drive. And I'm like, I know if I'm struggling to do it,
There's
other
a
girls are
yeah.
struggling to do it too. So I kept saying one day I'm gonna have my own store and I'm gonna sell my own clothes and I don't have to keep looking at Old Navy and everybody else got this on. And that niche pulled me in closer to say, well, I like these types of things. Where can I find these unique pieces of clothing that, since I can't get the name brand, I could at least have something that'll make people say, wow, where'd you get that from? Now that's cute.
Okay.
And that developed my interest in owning a store. And then when I became a single parent, of especially two boys, entrepreneurship was pretty much the only way. Like
Yeah.
I can't be in all of these different places at
And
the same
yeah.
time.
Hmm.
So I have to be my own boss. And my
Yeah.
kids are entrepreneurs.
Hey, that's legacy right there. You speaking.
They no, they really are entrepreneur, like they sell. For
So
real
what they
sell.
investing in? You showed them the game already, huh?
Oh, I think they born with it, especially my
Okay.
oldest son. My oldest son, um, he likes to paint, he likes to write stories, and I saw interest in it. And he never let it die down. He loved to do it. And he was taking all of my copying paper and
Oh my
making
God.
books. I'm like, son, you can't use mama need the copying paper. So I'll find you some hardback books on Amazon. And they sold blank hardback books. So he would draw his own animations and make his own books. And it's funny you bring up my website because he literally took my business debit card and was like, Mommy, I did it. I made my own store. And I was like, you did what? He said, I made my own store. And he when he showed me his iPad, he created an entire store on Shopify. He was 8 then, or 7. He made an entire store on Shopify with pictures of all of his products. And it was a website literally just like mine that he made with his own domain and everything to sell his products. So it's
Amazing.
on.
Yes, it definitely is, and I'm glad that your children are able to, see the value now with investing in yourself before it be too late, and once again, I don't want to say like that's probably the reason that the baby and Danny Lee is going through something, because you don't want to give someone too much power over your money, the financial freedom. You do want to be responsible over that. So I'm glad that, for yourself, when it does come down to you being a single mother, you get out there and you know how to get it on your own. And we know how to do this without a man. Okay, keep it coming, with or without a man. The coins is
Listen,
coming.
I'm telling you, it's so important. I'm not a single mother by choice. Like I didn't go into a sperm bank and say, hey, I just want to have a
Absolutely.
baby. I don't,
Yeah.
I got a little Danny Lee story too. And there's no pause in parenthood. Like a
Yeah.
true parent, you got to do what you got to do. And that's exactly what all of that that you're showing on your screen. I take the pictures. I literally design my own website. I'm not a coder, but I got on YouTube and I figured it out. I figured out how to make my graphics and whatever I had to do to get what I wanted, because I heard a quote and it said, you don't get what you want, you get what you have to have.
Absolutely.
And COVID hit and the stuff happened with the job, and I was like, you know what? This is it. It's no plan.
Time for you.
Let's do it. Let's do
it.
So,
I'm glad. You know what? The pandemic has brought a lot out of a lot of us, you know, and I'm going to say this because I've got questions like, well, you know, you do a podcast. Why do you reach out to everyone in Chicago? That's my hometown. That's where I'm from. I don't care where I'm at. Houston, I could be anywhere, any other 50 state, but because there's so much violence that they try to promote amongst our city and state, it's so many of us out here that is still striving and struggling and entrepreneuring and creating business and breaking generational curses and starting legacy for our children, that they forget that it is some positivity. So Chicago, we definitely standing up right now. I don't care whether you're from the south side or the west side, we putting in that work. And that's what it's about. In order for you to get anything that you put into your business, you must put it into it so that you can get it out of. A lot of people don't know what that means. You have to mark yourself down sometimes. So like you got marked down on your site, sometimes you got to mark self down so that you can get that new inventory that's going to come in. So I got the DamselINAllure website up. I just definitely want you to walk me through it. Tell me, when did you launch this? How did you come about, you know, just starting this website?
So you know how they say success is not a straight line.
Okay.
Success goes like this, and I haven't reached any of the milestones that I want. Well, I shouldn't say that. I have reached some of them, but I'm not where I want to be, but I'm well on my way. Absolutely. And so I've launched this website 3 times since 2016. And each time I gave up, I would do it. And I didn't really know how to do it. I didn't have the money to hire a designer. I didn't really know what I was doing. So I would give up and I would shut it back down. And I kept coming back to it. So eventually I said, you know what? Just stay with it. You keep coming back to it. Stay with it. So I learned how to do photography. I figured out how to model the clothing. So right now you're looking at, I model all my clothing, but I'm definitely looking for models because I want to reach a larger audience and show what the clothing looks like on tall BBWs, on short BBWs, on all different types of body sizes, because it's so many different types of BBW women, right? I got little chests. You got BBWs who out here with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so, yes. But that's a good thing. But that's a good thing because, like you said, you yourself are modeling your clothes. So for those who are, you know, considered to be plus size, and when I say plus size, that's the terminology that they do use for fashion, for the fashion industry, you know. But at the end of the day, BBW, however, but it's good because you would get some clothing that will not fit you because you don't really have that body structure. It can be someone else that they have up there that might don't have a lot of more than what you have, and now when you get it, it doesn't fit like that. So it's great that you yourself is the model so women can actually see how it fits.
That was my mindset going into it. And I also wanted people to understand that I was a legit website because I had to build some credibility into my brand. So I figured if you keep seeing the same face over and over again,
it's
you
legit.
Don't have to keep asking, is this an overseas company? Because if you look at my website, it just literally popped up. There's a chat feature that comes up when you go on. And I think I said something like, it's the lady from the pictures, you know, can I help you? And people chatting, they're like, is this fake? Is this overseas? Are you in China? You know, so I'm like, it's the lady from all these pictures. I'm real. I'm here to help you. I'm here to style you. I don't just sell clothing. I got a community of women in front of me and behind me, and we building this together because, like I said, it's not many options out here for plus size clothing. You know, it's up and coming, and I'm glad to see that because it's a lot of Black women who are starting boutiques and they're starting plus size boutiques. And as like I said, as a girl, I didn't have those options. So to know that these girls have options that they can choose from, I'm loving to see that. But this is my brand, and I have women who I really am making a difference in
their life.
Their confidence, their esteem. I'm loving it. So these are some of my style. I'm selling my style. I don't go outside of my comfort zone, or I
Okay.
shouldn't say my comfort zone, but outside of what I want to sell to people. And
Absolutely.
if somebody else selling it, go ahead and shop with them and love that and support them. But as far as my brand, these are some of my picks. I think that's one of my favorite jumpsuits. It's a snake
I'm loving it.
jumpsuit. Little
Yes.
sexy little number, but it ain't doing the most. And you can dress it up. You can dress it back down. You know, you could put on some gym shoes with that. Gym shoes. You said Chicago. Gym
Absolutely. But you know what? Because nowadays, people use a lot of host of words to body shame fat women or women that's you steady looking away. I told you there's no filter, so you speak it. It's on your mind. It's on your mind. But they do.
And so when I decided, I always wanted to model. I'm 5'4". I'm like, I want to model. I didn't realize I would be modeling for my own brand. So when I put myself out there, now I'm just saying this for me. This is my take on, I guess, confidence.
Okay.
I've never had an issue with how my body looks. Okay.
Okay.
I think I look good.
And you do, girl.
Other people who got an issue with how I look. So when people say things to me like, "Oh, you're so confident," I'm like, "What does that mean? That I'm confident?"
Yes.
Like, I don't need confidence to look good. I look good now. I need confidence to speak in public like I'm doing now, because I get nervous about that. But I look good. I don't need no confidence for that.
Absolutely.
But I got a lot of
feedback, positive. Yes.
When I tell you, people talk, "Oh, you too fat for that. You look nasty in that. Wear some, cover up your body." All kind, especially online. It was horrible. And I'm like, I know I got a little tough skin, but I'm sensitive. Mm-hmm. I can imagine how people who do have issues with their body, maybe they used to be small and they gained a lot of weight. Maybe they grew up big and they've always heard those things all of their life. That's, how do you?
It's horrible. It's very rude.
It's rude. And I learned that has nothing to do with who they're talking about. That is all internal. Oh, yes, I wouldn't wear that. I'm like, I know.
You know me. You know me.
Looking at your profile pictures, you wouldn't wear this. You would
absolutely. And you know what's crazy?
You do not love your body.
I definitely commend you on that, because you know what? I don't care what is your body frame, whether you petite, skinny, big, tall, short. It does not matter when it comes down to the physique. I really do believe that it's how you style your clothes. Okay, because. Yes, it is, because you know it's one. I seen that you did have on your website. You had dressed this top up. I want to go find it. That most women may have. They will wear this top because it has a lot of lines at the top of it, and you could kind of see the bra. But the way that you styled it, I'm talking about, it was so different. This right here. Most women would never, if you don't know how to style, they would never wear this top like this. And that's a good thing, because this top will be, you know, it will be slutted out. It will look tacky. Most women will wear it trashy. But once again, fashion is not what you buy. It's how you style it. So you have a lot of women who are skinny and they dress tacky. And it's not the fashion. It's they don't know how to style it.
It's so your style sense.
Absolutely. It's the way that you're styling, and you are making more women that's BBL that are considered plus size in the fashion industry do feel more confident with themselves. It's a sexual nature. So it's good that you are able to put this clothes out here, this brand, and launch it. And, you know, you can impact and get testimony stories from others. So since you have launched this website, what would be the most successful thing that you have seen from this brand that you have launched?
The most successful thing that I've seen is when I speak to women and they tell me, "Oh, this fits so well. I was so happy to find this. I purchased something from somebody and it didn't go well. I needed something for my birthday and you came right in. I appreciate that so much." That's the most success. That's my ultimate goal, is to help build the self-esteem, because that's a marginalized group of women, you know, and they plus size women, face their own set of
flaws, insecurities,
about
yes,
their insecurities, their weight from themselves, from other people project it onto them. So if you could chip away at that just a little bit and help somebody,
absolutely,
to me,
yes,
that's success. That's the
absolutely.
ultimate success. Like it's beautiful.
Man, it's beautiful to just have you bless the women more like that. Because we tend to jump on each other. Oh, you fat, you that. And it still is racism. What if you think it has to do with just you being black and white? We still show racism amongst each other,
Yeah.
with it being in our culture. You do not have to be curvy. Just like this, oh my gosh, it speaks so much value of class. And like you, once again, it's the way that you style your clothes. You have most women now, they are gym shoe queens. So they wouldn't know how to wear that because nowadays they are looking to be this much more of a thug mentality of a female. But when you can know the sexual in with internal with yourself, it makes you want to go beyond. You want to dress it up. You want to be classy with it. And I like it. I don't care who it is, what shade, what color, how you look. It's dress how you want to be addressed.
I literally get customers who will tell me, I'm 42. I'm a nurse. I don't wear anything outside of scrubs and gym shoes and work shoes. I haven't been able to wear something sexy. And it's my birthday. Is this something you can help me with? Can you put something together to me? Let's go. It's game time. I got you. I'm not gonna push you too far out your comfort zone. I'm gonna pull you a cardigan. I'm gonna pull you a cute pair of curvy leggings, and I don't just style from my website. I'm gonna help you get some shoes from somewhere. I'm gonna help you snag a purse. I'm gonna get your hair together. I'm also a makeup artist, and you come, we gonna get it all together because I love to style, and I'm gonna make you feel. Well, I'm not gonna make you feel, but I'm gonna help you to bring out your confidence and put that light back into you. Because especially when you're dealing with kids and work and racism, and you turning the TV on, they done shot a black man in the head, and police and all that stuff take a toll on you and dims your light. And even if it's just for your birthday, we gonna get all that together. Oh,
definitely. So how did you come up with the name for the website, DamselINAllure? How did that name even come about for you?
Okay, so that's that journey. Hey, that's funny. Like I said, I'm a makeup artist, and I used to work at another retailer, and I would see these. I worked in the communications, funny, as an operator in the back of the store. So I would see these girls come clock in, and they would look so bad, like they were hung over. They had partied the whole night before, and they open in the store. So they would come in, they go in the locker room, and 30 minutes later they come out and they look like supermodels.
Okay.
Did you see? Raquel in the room? How did she just do that? So you see that for so long, you start asking questions like, what did you do? How did you? And they would tell me, I went and just did my makeup, and I got interested in makeup. I would go to the Mac counter at the place where I worked and sit with the girls and talk with the girls. So I started buying the products, and eventually I started playing with them. And people would ask me, oh, who did your makeup? And I was like, oh, I did it. It looks really good. I'm like, oh, thank you. And my best friend at the time was like, you need to start doing that for other people. You need to start charging. I'm like, girl, you sound crazy. I'm not doing this on nobody else's face. That's absurd. So we went to Walgreens. I had a birthday, my 25th birthday party. I did my makeup, and we went to get the picture. Ooh, that's telling my age. We went to get the pictures developed. We went to get the pictures developed at Walgreens, and the young lady was going through to get the order together, and she was looking at the pictures, and she looked up, and she was like, "This you?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Oh my God, this makeup looks nice. I wish I had somebody do my makeup for tonight." And my best friend was with me, like, "Oh, she'll do it for you." Yeah, she's a makeup artist.
Promoting right there.
And so now they talking to each other. They ain't even talking to me. She was like, yeah, because the party started at about 8 o'clock. She's like, well, you could just come at about 7. You could come at 7. I'm listening to my man like, where's she coming to? She set up a makeup appointment. That girl was like, "Oh my God, yes, because I just broke up with my man. I just need to feel
Oh my
better."
God.
So when they got done setting up their makeup, when I'm like, "Are you nuts? I don't got nothing." That girl light skin. I ain't got nothing for her. Like I don't have her. She's like, "You gonna make it work?" The girl came to my house. I'm like, "I'm not letting her in my house. I don't know her." She sat in my hallway. I took a chair downstairs in the lobby, in the cut, and I did that girl's makeup. I was trembling. And I handed her the mirror, and she was like, "Oh my God, I love it."
That's your first.
I'm
That's your first. Like, okay, now it's
like,
time to get ready
okay.
for more.
But
Yeah.
then she paid me. She paid me.
Oh
And when
man.
she paid me, I
Yeah,
was
that
like,
was
"Okay,
another
I'm a
dance.
makeup artist, Facebook. I'm booking appointments. Let me know what time you want. Here's my business card. My cousin made business cards, and it was on." So I was like, "I want to be a damsel, but not
Okay.
necessarily in distress." I
Okay.
was like, "Oh, I could be a damsel in allure. I could be alluring, because I don't want to seem like
Okay.
I'm helpless. I just want to seem like, huh, but not her,
Okay.
So that was the name of my makeup artistry, and it stuck. So it
expanded
DamselINAllure
to a
is like
clothing brand.
my parent company,
Okay.
because I want to be a mogul.
Okay.
And DIA Plus Girls is under my parent company of DamselINAllure. So that's where
Absolutely.
that name came from.
Absolutely. So what is the actual website so that they can check it out? I do have the website up, but can you
It's
pronounce it?
DamselINAllure. It's just like damsel in distress. It's DamselINAllure.com. And my friend, my same best friend, she went and she got me all type of stuff that said DamselINAllure, because I'm like, I need a name. And that came to me. And I kid you not, see that name everywhere I go. I literally put some clothes in the those boxes they have where you could donate clothes and put them in there, and it said DIA on it. I'm like, see that? Okay, God.
Yes, look
It's
at you. I'm
okay.
definitely loving it. So I do see that you also would normally have this slogan, this saying. And the saying will be don't feed the models we already ate. So what does that mean to you? What is the
So
message behind it?
that was me being sassy.
Okay.
Because again, I love my body, and I attract a lot of customers who love their bodies and how they look too. And there's this expectation that you shouldn't love your body because you are a plus size
Absolutely.
woman. And it was like, no. First of all, I do like food. I like to eat good. And yes, I am a model in these clothes. And they always say don't feed the models because they want them to stay skinny and stay a certain
Okay.
size. And I was like, no, you don't have to feed me because I already ate. And
Okay. Look.
ate meaning I ate my food, but I also ate this look. Okay,
Okay.
I'm a
Period.
model. I ate the look. So you don't have to feed me because I already ate. Look at me. I ate this look up.
Absolutely.
So
Yes.
that's to instill more positivity, body positivity within the plus size community. That's me being a little sassy.
Absolutely, but I definitely like it, and it's fun. As long as you can have fun behind any business that you make, life is about changing. I don't think that life should just be about working and paying bills. So it's always great, to start some ownership somewhere, invest, get into it, break in generational curses, and starting legacies. If you don't have children, you still want to have something for yourself to keep on going. Like when I die, I'm not just dead. It's not going to stop there. My body, my spirit may transition, but I still have a name here. So just like Reese is a last name for me, it's going to be Let's Be Real. But I started with a last name, and it goes back to, you, Alicia Austin. So behind DamselINAllure, you still is Alicia Austin. So that is the CEO, the pro-founder of it. And I just want to ask you, over the years that you have been launching and starting and stopping and coming back again, because like you said, the third time was a charm, and now look at you. It's up and running, it's going, it's full blasted. What has been the journey for you through over these years that you feel like has been the number one thing to make you just stay determined with this website, not flock again with it or let it go?
So that's why I said, you do not get what you want, you get what you have to have.
Yeah.
And God had been telling me for years to do exactly what I'm doing now, and I did not have the courage or the faith to do it. And I was at my job for 14 and a half years, so I was comfortable, but I was completely uncomfortable. I was comfortable being uncomfortable. I was grooming myself to be comfortable with being this uncomfortable, knowing that God was telling me, this is not for you. I blessed you with this job, and now it needs to be a blessing to someone else, and you're sitting in their seat. Get up, get out of this seat. It's not your seat anymore. And I had a coworker who was she was my coworker from the beginning. She was an older woman, and that was like my best friend. And on December the 19th of 2019, she literally passed away at work, almost in front of me. And she was the one who was encouraging me before any of this. I would bring her my ideas, like, yeah, I want to start a boutique one day. And she would say, oh, Alicia, I could see you on the red carpet. I could see you doing interviews and stuff. And again, she was old enough to be my mother. But she was manifesting with me, and she was a woman of God, and she believed in God. She would pray with me. She would put and support me, I mean, financially, emotionally, spiritually. And when she passed away, I was at that job like, oh, it's time to go. I can't do it no more. God kept showing me in so many different ways that if you leave this, I got you. And that was how I'm gonna provide for my kids if I quit my job. How am I gonna survive and pay rent? Because I had a very good salary, but I didn't because I could never work my job because I was a single mother. So I would miss 20 hours off my paycheck. You know, if one kid got sick, I got to call off work. So I was entitled to all this money, but I was seeing this much of it. And
absolutely.
when she passed, that was my goal. Like, okay, I'm really uncomfortable. I don't want. That was the only thing holding me here. And I was looking at her, and within a minute and 45 seconds, she had passed away.
Wow. But you know what? Sometimes God will let situations happen for us because we will tend not to know how to leave some situations. So sometimes things can happen so that we can go on in life. You know, it'll just make us
uncomfortable.
Yes.
Like, no, you ain't going. You think you uncomfortable.
But you know what? Change is very uncomfortable. Oh, it is so uncomfortable when you are taking the next level in life to where you're really going to progress or prosper. Ooh, it is the most uncomfortablest moment, but I promise you, that's how you know it's success behind it.
That's how you know exactly. And I have a theory that because at first it's so with the entrepreneurial journey, it's not just like this, you know, you're not just shooting up and climbing the ladder to success. You doing like this. You going this way, you going
falling,
you
missing
fall
days,
all the way back down. you have 1 minute. Look at that. I made $3,000 this month. I made $5,000. Then the next month you getting like
you made zero.
A week. Zero, literally zero.
Yes.
And it hit me the other day because I can't give up now. I ain't know. I
can't
invested too much into it, and I can't work for nobody else at this point because I didn't tasted a little freedom, and it ain't no going back.
Okay.
So I'm always trying to teach myself and re-strategize. And I was like, God, why am I learning? Why is this? All of these things happening, you know, within this journey. I thought you said you got me, and it hit me that what God has for you. It's for you, and he's gonna give it to you. And it's just like planting a seed in the ground. If you plant a seed in the ground in the fall, you don't want it to come up in the winter.
The
elements gonna destroy it. The wind gonna destroy it. The snow,
certain seasons,
the cold, the temperatures. It's a season. So the stuff you learning right now, you need to learn now. Imagine learning this stuff and you at $100,000 a month in sales.
Okay.
And you learning that this friend is not really a friend, or that this shipping company is not the best shipping company to work with, or that these vendors, you learning this stuff now, chill. I
Yes.
got it. Do what
Yes.
I asked you to do, and you gonna be good. I was like, oh,
Period. Everything works all together for the good. Definitely does. But I am
for
so
the
glad
good.
that you spoke on that, because just to kind of switch gears, you can be very successful and you can still have regular people problems because you are human. And now, like with the trending topic out here right now, which is the baby and Danny Lee. Oh my gosh, I really do feel I don't really have a word for it because I've been there. It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
Um I'm not to drag her. I'm not against my men, but it's the way he's responding to it. He's very disrespectful. He's a narcissist, and I'm not sure if he's losing me as a fan because he has tons of them. Who cares? But when it comes down to me, I don't consider him a man anymore because there's certain ways how you carry yourself. It's proper etiquette, and he handled none of the situation was handled at all like a man. So I definitely want to ask you your opinion on this trending topic about the baby and Danny Lee, his baby mother.
So there's so many sections, right, in this drama and saga. I don't know any, I shouldn't say any. There are some women who are fortunate enough to not have to deal with misogyny from the person that they are in love with or that they're dating, and eventually they marry and be happy and have a beautiful family. And I think that's beautiful. That is not the story for a lot of us. And I mean women. I don't even mean black women, white women, green women, red women, right? But then you have all of these intersections, right? Where you got a black man who's dating a Dominican woman. I think she's Dominican. So my loyalty is to my own community, right?
Okay.
But as a woman, I have been in her shoes.
Ooh.
And I understand what that feels like to not have the support of the person you created a life with. And again, intersections, when you have a baby, and I didn't know this until I had one. Well, after I had one, I think I learned it.
Probably on your second child.
Postpartum. Honey, is no joke. It's
no,
real.
It's not. Yes, it is.
And so, even if you can't stand this woman, right? Because it happens sometimes. A lot of people. If I'm being candid, sometimes we having sex to be pleasurable, not to create, not to procreate. Sex is for pleasure too, and that don't stop you from being able to procreate. You can make a baby just from pleasure, and that happens. But she is in a state of her body is trying to recover from being as close to death as you can actually get without dying. That woman's emotions are all over everywhere. The place. And you need that support from the people around you who love you. So to be on a live calling her
a sad chick,
Cocoa Puffs, a sad.
But you know what? It is very too far, but I can honestly say this. You got to be some type of woman right now to just feel like, I see a lot of the comments and they're out there like, oh, she deserved that. What makes you think? What?
She wrecked the first one with the other baby mama. So, now she got what was coming to her.
Yeah.
And getting into.
That's why I say we still can be biased towards each other when it comes down to women. And I'm saying that because it's like we forget that at the end of the day, it's going to be our decision whether if we go back or whatever we going to do. But we're steady creating this vulnerability, this weakness that we're showing to a man. So I'm not going to get up here and say whether if she go back, because I'm not the person to say, hey, leave your man. You know, he did X, Y, and Z, but only you know when you're tired. But when it comes down to speaking on the situation, because I've been in her shoes, not to just be publicly humiliated or called a side chick, it's a lot of other ways that you can be, you know, humiliated, disrespected by someone that you're having a baby by. You don't even just have to necessarily be postpartum when you're having a baby. You can be stressed out in a healthy relationship, not knowing that you're stressed because you are lacking communication there. So ladies, before you think that you can just drag her to say that's what she get, at the end of the day, where's his accountability for being a man? No man is going to handle no situation like that. Then he stated on a video, where is my baby? Go with her. It took so long for you to show this baby, but we have us as women. When you don't put expectations on situations, that's how you end up in situations like this. See, when he feel like he can tell you whatever and you're going to be there, because see, most men think that we strong when we stand by them for all of the cheating and the lying and the humiliation that they give us. So that's what makes them feel like we a down chick if we stick through them by everything that they doing. Now you just made me your favorite dummy. You made me your favorite go-to person.
There is this assumption or this expectation, especially with Black women. And if you decide to associate yourself within our community and deal with Black women, and I mean with Black men, and I'm not saying all Black men, but women, Black women are the summation of their strength. Mm-hmm. Like you're only the entire existence of you is based on your strength, and strength is what the amount of bullshit that you can accept.
Absolutely.
Oh, my mama was strong. I had a strong mama. She worked 2 jobs. She ain't had no baby daddy around. She carried me and all 15 of my siblings and never took a day off work. That's abuse, huh? What? Your mama was abused. Your mama was abused.
True.
Oh, and you think I could do that? Oh, you thought? Oh, so I need to be strong like your mama? You gonna do me like your mama? Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
or some also want you to be with them for so many years and I never get a ring. I'm just gonna be cool with dating you. And some think that, hey, you know what? It's a lot of women out here too that are willing to. Yeah, it's a lot of women out here too that are willing to have their baby, because when she stated that it took for this for y'all to see my baby, why weren't you showing your baby? Why do we allow a man to manipulate us like that, to make us feel like, hey, if you don't respond to someone, then you stronger, you're better than that? No, this person is manipulating our mind. How are you fine with having a baby that you have to hide?
But see, that's what misogyny teaches us. See, within the power structure, right? Like you got this power structure of white men, right? And then under that, there are white women. And this is just my opinion. And then under that, there are Black men. And then under that, there are Black women. And then under that, there are Black children, right? So that's the power structure. So you don't, as a Black woman, and this is just my opinion, I don't agree with it, but I consider it to be true. You don't necessarily have the power to make the rules, but you are granted the participation. So you get to participate. Yes. So I don't get to say, oh, that's not right, and I have this power to make a change. No, I don't get to do that. So if I want power, I have to go against the next woman because I don't have the power to go against the man. So instead of focusing my attention on this man and holding him accountable and the rest of my community doing the same, we're going to focus on the woman. I literally just made a status and said that grooming and teaching women on how to behave in a relationship, especially my community, Black people, is an oversaturated industry. If you want some money, grooming and teaching men on how to behave in a relationship is a $1 billion untapped industry. And somebody needs to get in tune. Get in tune.
Absolutely.
Because the state of our community is invested in that. And if you keep treating the women this way, how strong your community is only as strong as the way you treat the women within it.
But you know what? Us as women, we got to hold ourselves more accountable too, because that's why I say with the expectation. If you are fine with being only used for sex or for pleasure, then you are creating these type of problems for yourself. If you okay with him bashing his first baby mama to get you out of your drawers, you only just next in line for it. If you okay with him not being active in his child life but active in yours, how soon do you think you're going to get cut off? You know, it's a
And that
repeat.
don't change. It
It
don't
doesn't.
change.
It doesn't. And
It does
then it's
not
like,
change.
and then it's like for our black men, it's like, okay, why are you this way? Because most of them feel like, well, I don't know how to love because everybody bitches and hoes. That's not true. It's not.
No.
That's a word that you're using. Because just like you, people say they pick up on vibes. I think in order to be treated like a man, you have to show me a man. You can't show me a boy and tell me you a man. That's not gonna work for me.
His
Because
behavior was so
it's childish. The way he chewed his gum, childish.
The chewing of the gum, the way he was rocking and holding the baby,
laughing.
You calling this woman all of these names.
And got all these videos with her kissing on her, making videos with her. He even implemented in her mind that there was a relationship. So how you gonna?
Did. That's how
yes,
you know he did. And he groomed her, and she was literally the perfect candidate because but I don't think it's my responsibility to fix this man, but I am responsible for healing myself, right? Absolutely. I may have not caused my harm, but I'm responsible for healing it. So when you have all of these unhealed voids in your life and you haven't yet learned how to control your empathy, you are in a prime position to attract all of these narcissists into your life. And they give you a little so that they can get a lot. You
a lot from you.
And they take whatever it is, whatever fuels their supply, that's what they get from you. And when you watch, the videos were of him kissing her, holding her, hugging her. But if you actually look at those videos, it was narcissistic in those.
I was just about to say it was all for him. He was selfish.
He knew what he was doing. Holding her and then push her head. So absolutely. I love bombed you back. First I withheld affection from you so that you can crave it, and then absolutely. I gave it to you, and then
so that you want more, and then take it from you. See,
you want it again.
Oh my gosh, men, and some of the women make it. See, I don't like that because some women do that to men. They'll see that a man is happy and then they'll want to go and try to pull him back out of something just to keep on playing with their mind. So when men and women both do that. But I'm gonna just say, don't disturb the woman I am when you ain't ready for me, because I don't like that. I don't like it because see, now you're gonna get this moody person from me, because see, now I feel like you're trying to play on my intelligence, and I don't like things like this. See, the baby, he reminded me of a situation that I was in before, and I don't like them type of men. See, them type of men, they throw stones and then they hide their hand, and he too cocky. But no matter how a bird fly up to eat, his ass gotta come down, and he's not realizing. He just bashed this young lady online, calling her a side chick. She got his baby. But then there you go, you uplifting and praising. Oh, I love my kids. I love my kids. How can you love your child but don't have the same love for the mother who birthed that child? Because at the end of the day,
how can you love this baby and this baby has to be with this woman and you are compromising her
mentally destroyed? Yep.
Like you are crumbling her mental health. So when she needs to breastfeed, when she needs to fix a bottle, she's gonna be crying. She could be suicidal. And I think that there needs to be some education for women, of course, about dealing with postpartum, but especially for men, because I remember my son's dad. Jesus, my son's dad. When I found out I was pregnant. Really early, and let's say 6 weeks, right? So at 8 weeks I had really low blood pressure, and really low blood count. So I was always weak. I was always woozy. So I went from being able to do everything to I can't stand up.
Yeah.
I can't stand. Every time I stand, I feel like I'm going to pass out. I'm trying to explain to this guy, you know, I need your help with this. I need your help with that. And this dude told me, I mean, the baby not even that big yet. And you going through all of this.
Them men can be something else. They can. I know what you mean. I was just recently, you know, I was there myself. I just recently was pregnant. I definitely don't like to talk about it. I don't, because I still do deal with that. And I just feel like no matter what a man, either he gonna be there now, I should have had my baby. I should have done it. But you know, hey, that's another story. But once again, I really do feel bad for her because this baby is here and he's saying mean things. I could just only imagine, because she said he wasn't there during the pregnancy. He wasn't there during the pregnancy. Not only is that, he's willing to do whatever he got to do to drag her, and you still want her to go back and be, you know, this mother to your baby. Then he takes the baby. He shows the baby on the internet, but you still telling her she gotta go. Call these people on her. Shouty gotta go. She was a side chick. How do you trust someone but don't trust someone? You don't trust me, but you trust me enough to sleep with me with no protection on.
I literally, there was a comment on TikTok, and a guy was like, "See, you got these women on, you know, social media. They showing their body. Nobody respects that. You know, I might sleep with you, but I don't respect you." And I was like, well, that would mean you don't respect yourself. Because how do you respect yourself and put your inside of somebody you don't respect? Like, that just that says a lot about you, bro.
It says a lot about women too sometimes.
And he has yet to publicly claim any woman, the baby. He hasn't claimed any woman. So how she's a sad woman is weird, because this man's always, oh, I'm single. I don't got, at the moment, I'm single. But
see, that's what I don't like.
Over here that you don't claim her, but you showing up this, and she's claiming you.
See, this is what I don't like. I don't like how the internet or the industry has put their own expectations on, you know, onto so many people's lives. And maybe I am, you know, contradicting myself when I say this, because I'm stating like, most of the music and stuff, and nowadays that's what they show. A lot of people have sex, you know, but then they got a lot of these people on social media. Keep your relationship private. That's some childish stuff. If I'm with you, we together. So whatever happiness we got, whatever experience, whatever dates we go on, it's not about publicly feeding the people our relationship, but we're not hiding neither. Ain't no, he don't post me, I don't post him, so we don't post to be together. That's some poster bullshit. I want some real adult mess. Okay. So see, when you can set yourself up for stupid stuff like that, that's when you open the doors up for the young-minded man that you're going to get. You'll never be taken serious if you don't have no expectations. I'm not a secret. You're not going to hide me. We're not going to privately date. You're not going to publicly humiliate me, but then privately apologize to me.
Oh, because that's what's going to happen.
That's what's always going to happen.
Because he's his supply. So he
absolutely
ain't let his narcissistic supply go. So he's going back to her. And he needs that to be able to control her. And that's why he had a baby with that girl, so that he can control her. Because men, you know, they love to say women trap men, but they never really talk about how men
can trap women. Absolutely. I think I was trapped. I got trapped. I think I got trapped the second time. And then when they trapped me and he got mad that I left because he wasn't meeting my expectations in life, now he want to try to make me out to be the bad person. That's another DaBaby situation. See, men get mad when you find your worth and you don't want to just keep standing where they gonna be at. So after you done left this person for 5 to 6 years and you see that they still in that same neighborhood, that they can't do nothing but meet those expectations of women that's in that neighborhood. See, it wasn't nothing that I did to take it personal that me and you didn't work out. You know, I'm gonna not make it personal. I'm just gonna say I was too much woman for your time frame that you was in my life. But see, that's another story. We'll really get to preaching, but it's definitely has been real talking to you. I definitely want to see a spiritual healing to Danny Lee, because she has a child to raise. And when it come down to DaBaby, you might got some nice music, but you are a worthless man when it come down to how you just treated this young lady, and not just her. You done got up here and got fame, but you was with your first baby mama Mimi until your ass got some deals. And see, that's what women we have to start realizing. Stop letting a man tell you that it was the woman reason that they're not together, and really look at it to him. Because if this man done had access to all 5 successful women and couldn't keep the women, it wasn't us women, it was his broke ass. And that's just real.
But I think this is going to be just to end. I think that this is going to end up being a blessing in disguise for that young lady, because a lot of us go through that in private, because if you speak out on it, you get shamed. And she didn't choose to speak out on it. She kept quiet for years. You could
a long time.
The narcissism along the way. When he didn't post the baby, he didn't post her pregnant, he didn't share anything with her. But if you look at all those videos, those are all of her posting. So she could have went through that privately in shame and postpartum going through it, but he decided to post it, and all of those comments you saw with women, shaming her and men shaming her, but there were a lot of women in there who were supporting her. This is horrible. He's a low life for doing that. I send prayers to her. So this is going to end up being a blessing in disguise for her to learn early. Where some of us went through years of that you don't have to take this. You worth more than that. You're going to be fine. You and your baby going to be okay. You're going to heal from this. You're going to grow. You're going to become stronger. And you're going to be someone where you don't ever have to deal with that again.
Look on his ass again.
And he gonna be looking like the dumbass that he is. So I pray.
You know what? The clown he is, because all his music anyway is bouncing. I don't want no man that every time you look at him in the video, he's showing how he humping somebody. I don't like that. You too much for me.
You could tell he got complex about his.
He a loud nigga. He loud.
And he's he's insecure. You can see all that shit. Like,
he's so loud. Oh, he's so loud.
You want the most. You need all that goddamn validation because you got all of those deficiencies in your life that you don't heal from. And I'm not gonna heal from shit.
But you know what? And it's not to say, but a lot of men look at what they see at home. So maybe the baby grew up with learning how to be a survivor and not a lover.
That's his way.
Because a lot of people, it's the money. So for him, he feel like, hey, he could replace her. He could replace everybody else. He's a good father. I get that. But still, at the end of the day, you're not nothing for a woman. A real woman can read between that. A real woman. It ain't no dollar amount that's going to hold me. See, that's not going to track me. And then I don't like guys like this too who do stuff. He was shaming her and doing all this in front of someone. So you got to watch out for men.
That's why I said she went through this publicly so we could all see, like, because he got an assistant there, and the assistant was grabbing her.
Okay,
he is a good father. I was like, whoa, she's been abused, like.
Yeah, but some women see this situation and they still want to give them some, because you got some women out here that just feel like they're the only chain blockers. Oh, it was done to you, it ain't gonna be done to me. Let me tell you one thing, and I hope y'all hear me out. These men ain't gonna do nothing no more than what he ain't doing with you, than what he ain't gonna do with Alicia, than what he ain't gonna do with nobody else. Bust a nut, baby. Bust a nut. That's all.
And you to dump all his tea, because when a man in you.
His secretion.
Oh, baby. All that going in you. All of that insecurity. All of that. I'm a failure in life. I don't know how to love.
All his emotions. Them spirits.
That spirits are going in you.
Yes, that's why I said, Alicia, I will keep it to myself. See, I don't want you rumping on me anyway. I don't want no man that's doing it too fast anyway. The baby look like he do everything fast. I don't need to be done. Take your time with me, motivate my body, touch my
grown woman. I'm very aware of my body and what pleases me and what
tap into me.
Baby, you can't come over here with that.
Humping quick and fast.
Are you done?
Beating it up.
Look, that ain't no control over. You got no rhythm.
Baby, you'll be dry. You'll have a dry well messing with me doing some stuff like that. I don't like it.
But see, you got men who don't even understand that if you dry, they think it's the woman.
No, baby, it was your performance game. But you know what? That's another conversation. Oh my God! Okay. Talking to you on this Tuesday. Definitely, before you get out of here, let the viewers and listeners know how can they shop with more of DamselINAllure with you, Alicia. Tell the people how they can check out your social media, your platforms, and everything like that.
So my website is DamselINAllure.com. I have sizes 1X through 5X, and for your viewers and your listeners, I'm giving a discount code. If you use Let's Be Real 15, you'll save 15% on any purchase all the way through Friday. And I got some new arrivals, some new stuff coming in. You can also follow me on TikTok, DIA_plus_girls, and the same on IG and the same on Twitter and Snapchat. So all of my handles are the same.
Absolutely. It's been amazing, my girl. Until next
so
time.
Much for having me.
Real. I definitely appreciate you. Much love and blessings to you. Keep it going. You are prospering. I see it. You done put the BBWs out there. That's Black beautiful women. She have put you on. Go shop at my girl Alicia. Stop getting these high pricey clothing out here. Remember, fashion is not what you buy, it's how you style it. Get over to Alicia Austin and check her out at DamselINallure, DIA plus size on Instagram. Until next time, Alicia.
Thank you. God bless.